For the best price, click the link in the description. I've been using the Vitamix A2500 Ascent for a few weeks now, and what surprised me is just how easy it's made my cooking routine. But here's the thing. As much as I love this blender, it's not just about convenience. It's about getting results that make you wonder why you ever bothered with anything else. One of the main reasons I bought the Vitamix A2500 Ascent was to upgrade from a lower-end blender that was consistently struggling to puree even the simplest ingredients. But what really caught my attention was the Ascent Series 64 Oz container, which is huge compared to other blenders on the market. Therefore, instead of having to stop and scrape down the sides halfway through blending, I can just keep going without worrying about any pesky chunkiness. Now that I've had a chance to really put this blender through its paces, it's clear that there are some key differences between it and other high-end blenders out there. But before we dive into those specifics, let me ask you, have you ever tried to make a frozen smoothie with a subpar blender? It's not fun, trust me. Therefore, if you're tired of dealing with lumps and chunky textures that ruin the whole experience, keep watching. One thing I've noticed about the Vitamix A2500 Ascent is just how quiet it runs, even at high speeds. Now, I'm used to blenders making a racket, but this one's almost stealthy. But here's what that means for you: less noise pollution in your kitchen, and more time spent enjoying your freshly blended creations. The A2500 Ascent also comes with a range of pre-programmed settings for everything from pureeing soups to making frozen treats. Now, I'm not usually one for following recipes to the letter, but it's nice to know that if I want to make something specific, I can count on this blender to deliver. But what really sets the Vitamix A2500 Ascent apart is its incredible motor power, a whopping 2.2 peak horsepower. Therefore, whether you're blending hot soups or pureeing tough veggies, this thing just keeps going and going. Now that we've got some background on what makes the Vitamix A2500 Ascent tick, let's talk about the benefits for you at home. Have you ever struggled with cleanup after a messy blending session? I used to dread it, but not anymore. The self-cleaning cycle is a total game changer. But before we dive into all the nitty-gritty details, here's what I want to leave you with. This blender has genuinely changed my cooking routine for the better. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out in the kitchen, there are some things that just make life easier, and this is one of them. One more thing. If you do decide to invest in the Vitamix A2500 Ascent, don't expect it to break the bank. For the best price, click the link in the description. And trust me, it's worth every penny. Now that we've covered some of the key features and benefits of the Vitamix A2500 Ascent, let's talk about why this blender is so much more than just a fancy appliance. Have you ever stopped to think about how many other uses you could get out of your blender besides just making smoothies? From soups to sauces to even grinding coffee beans, this thing does it all. But what really sets the Vitamix A2500 Ascent apart is its incredible warranty, full 10-year parts and labor guarantee. Therefore, no matter how hard you use this blender, you can rest assured that it's covered for years to come. In terms of value, I've been using the Vitamix A2500 Ascent for a few weeks now, and it's already paid for itself in the time I save not having to reblend ingredients or clean up after each use. Therefore, if you're thinking about investing in this blender, do it. As we wrap up, I just want to leave you with one final thought. Don't be afraid to think outside the box when it comes to using your blender. The Vitamix A2500 Ascent is more than just a kitchen appliance. It's a tool for unlocking new flavors and textures in your cooking routine. But before we say goodbye, let me leave you with this one last promise. No matter what you're making next, whether it's a smoothie or a sauce, the Vitamix A2500 Ascent will deliver. And if you do decide to join the ranks of happy Vitamix owners out there, for the best price, click the link in the description. Thanks for watching.